Hello, welcome to Scott Bryant on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter, and this video is all about fitness marketing seminars and the pros and the cons and the reason why I don't go to them. And the reason why I don't go to these fitness seminars is because, one, if you're struggling, that's why you go to them fitness seminars, and they're going to be tapping into you by going, we'll make you more money, we'll get you more clients, we have the secret. Okay, so where these fitness marketing seminars have the secret, they get you in sitting on their seats. You may be paying £150, £50, whatever it is, and there may be 150 people in the room or 50 people in the room, so they've already made money and you've made none. Does that make sense? Then you'll get the manual and you'll get home and a percentage of people will not do anything about what they've learned on that fitness marketing seminar. They won't do anything. But then there'll be a percentage of people like myself would act on it straight away and strike while the iron's hot, if that makes sense to you. So the ones that don't do anything will complain and go, oh, it didn't work. And the ones that do something, it may be 90 or 80 or 60% of the room all do something. They all do the Facebook ad, they all do the different advertising all at the same time, so then only 1% get clients. Does that make sense? So if there's 150 people in the room and only 50% of them, which is half, act on what they've learnt, their ads will be going out exactly the same time as yours, so your competition will be even higher and that you've got less chance of getting a client. Does that make sense? So it's really, really important, fundamentally important, that you do your own marketing and your own thing, because if you do your own thing, you're not getting caught in that trap of doing it at a certain time when everybody else is doing the same thing. And a lot of clients, because of the economy and stuff, will ring around all different trainers, and one client might think they want to get the cheapest because they've got a money issue, and then you've got another client that wants the most expensive because they're getting the best. Does that make sense? The other thing that you've got to remember is that when you're doing your fitness marketing, the time of the year that you're doing it, okay? So if you're doing it before December or during December, everyone's on holiday. Yeah, because it's national holiday around the world. So everyone's on holiday, getting drunk, putting on weight, ready for you. But the chances of them clients signing up is probably 1%. So you will end up wasting money on advertising in the month of December and sometimes January to get clients. If you go into the gym, me and my training manager had a good chat about this, and we both agreed that in January the gyms are full of people that can't afford PT. The ones in January that start in January are the ones that can't afford and the ones that are not really committed. They're really getting on this little buzz for a couple of weeks and then they'll give up. The ones that are really committed and the high paying clients are the ones that are in Dubai on holiday, the ones that are in Thailand, the ones that have gone skiing and all these other things that the mega rich, the 1%ers do, and they don't go back to work maybe till the end of Jan, beginning of Feb, or maybe the end of February. So it's really important that you time your marketing right. So if you go on a seminar for marketing in June, everyone's on holiday. So can you see the pattern? The person that's running the seminar is doing it in June because they've got no money themselves, or they're finding it hard to get clients in that period of time. So I've seen this pattern over 20 years. Okay, so I'm going to let you know what it is now. So the pattern is, I never get any sign-ups in January. I've worked in gyms in January and they're all quiet because everyone's on holiday. It's February, coming into February to the end of February, that you will get sign-ups because a lot of people are paying their Christmas present bill, they're paying their holiday off, or they might have got some family money from a family member which they may use for your PT. Okay, so it's really important when you're going on these fitness seminars that you get the timing right. Okay, so June, hopefully you'll be on holiday. July, you'll be on holiday. Okay, August, people are still on holiday, but it's September is the key time to try and market your business. Okay, obviously if you're a PT, you need to be marketing all the time with how you look, what you wear, and how you present yourself, which is really, really important. But if you're going to do online marketing or any type of marketing, you need to get them dates right. Otherwise, you will end up wasting huge amounts of your advertising money and not getting leads and not getting clients. The other thing is, in the fitness industry, many trainers are not truthful. Now, when I was a doorman would go, "Oh, I'm doing bodyguarding." Bullshit. "Oh, I'm on £30 an hour." Bullshit. So they'd all big themselves up because they're all in their egos and they're all trying to outdo each other. Now, I'm a guy that's really truthful. If you said to me, "Scott, are you really busy at the moment?" I would say, "Yes, I'm really busy at the moment, but doing stuff in my business, but I'm not necessarily really busy with clients." Does that make sense? So many PTs will not give you that information. I chat to PTs all the time, being open and honest. I tell them what I'm doing, but they won't tell me what they're doing, which is really quite sad, isn't it? Because if you all connect together and gel together, then you can make a business change, or they may have a tip that I could use, or they may have a tip that of mine that they could use. So it's really important that in the fitness world that we do try and join together. But we've got to remember that we're all competing against each other. So really important, if you're going on one of these fitness seminars, make sure you see real proof of that people have been successful with this. Not just a bit of card with people's names on it saying, "Oh, I earned £2,000 last month," or "I earned £3,000 last month." Now, any PT can earn. This is where they get you and try and trick you, yeah? And this is how I'm going to explain that to you. If I had a card and it had 50 personal trainers, all successful, all making money, and you saw that, you would probably want to come to my seminar and you'd probably want to pay huge amounts of money to be there, okay? So this is a marketing trick, okay? So then what they'll do is they'll get a couple of trainers and get them to say, "Oh, I earned £20,000 in June," or "I earned £1,000 or £5,000 in July," okay? But they've only signed up one client, okay? And you don't know whether that client has stayed or whether that client has cancelled and wanted their money back, okay? It's because they're not going to put that in the paperwork. Does that make sense? So I've made 25 grand in one day by signing up 2 clients, okay? That can be done because they signed up for 6 months and paid me fully in advance to get extra sessions free, okay? So it's really important that when you see these big advertising from these advertising seminars, you've got to think to yourself, right, if I pay £150, one, can I afford that hit in my own money? And are you going to get a return on your investment, or is it something where they're going to want you to buy more stuff, dupe you into buying more stuff that you don't need, that's not going to work? So really, really important that you research, you ask around, you find out from other PTs if they've been successful with it. Now, there was one company that was sending me out a card every couple of weeks with all these numpty trainers. None of them were in England. They was all abroad, so it doesn't really relate to what happens in England. And we got sent through a strategy of how to get these clients, high-paying clients, and I've been using it ever since, so thank you for that. It has worked. But when you wanted the extra coaching or extra help, it was like £150 an hour. And you're talking to somebody that you don't know how much experience they've got in the industry, and you don't know who they've worked with, who they've not worked with. Okay, they're just saying, oh, they're the professional and they had a business and it's not running anymore. So why would you work with somebody where their business is not running anymore? It doesn't make much sense to me. It's really important for you to have, if I'm going to go and do a seminar with somebody and pay them a huge amount of money, I want to see what car they're driving. I would like to see their bank balance or their profit that they were supposed to have made, you know. So that's the only thing with the marketing seminars, is that there's lots of lying going on in which to get bums on seats. And you'll see there'll be a specific quiet times of the fitness industry, and that's where they're not making money, and that's where they want to make a lot of money. Does that make sense? So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you need any help with marketing or with your PT business, or you just like to ask me a question, please comment below. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I hope this all makes sense to you. If it doesn't, tell me and I'll change the video and do a new one. But I hope you watched the first video on marketing, where I covered why you need to do YouTube, why you need to do Google, Facebook, write a book, Twitter, why you need to be working out of a gym, and why you need to walk your talk, why you need to do the TVs and the newspapers. Remembering that when you're doing all this stuff, it's going to take time and it will cost money as well. So you've really got to pinpoint what works for you. Okay, so I don't go to seminars anymore, well, not marketing seminars, because I know what to do, I know what works, I know when I'm going to get all the inquiries and calls in. Yeah, but if you don't know what to do and you need more help, please comment, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I hope this really helps people understand, because if you're self-employed, every bit of money counts, and I don't want anybody to get conned or ripped off and then be sitting there, you know, in their overdraft or on their credit cards or getting more and more in debt, and they're going to go bankrupt. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for listening. I'm Scott Bryant of Active Bryant Systems, Master Chek Practitioner, Nutrition and Lifestyle Coach, Metabolic Typing Advisor, Functional Diagnostic Nutritionist, and Sports Massage and Shaman Healer and Author. So as you can see, me talking through that, you know that I've done a lot of stuff. I've not been sitting on my hands. I've not been lazy. I've been putting everything I can into my business. And this is what you need to do if you want to be successful. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.